Hello everyone, this is a short video description about Gonçalves, Charles, and National Norse programming for game project. So when we start the game, we are presented with the menu window where we can see a start game, a load game, quick game, and a high scores button. So if we press the start game button, we are then taken to the game window, and on the left side the aircraft will start appearing. Now there's three types of aircraft: a green small aircraft, a big black aircraft, and a helicopter, each of which have their own landing zones. The helicopter lands in the helipad. Up top you can see where my mouse is. The big black airplane lands on the big landing strip right here where my mouse is, and the small plane lands on the small landing strip where I just drew the landing. And you can see now that there's a flashing aircraft. That means that it's low on fuel, and the way you refuel it is drag the gas can to the aircraft and then refueling the aircraft. So let's go ahead and try and look at what happens when the airplane collides, and we will demonstrate this, or I will demonstrate it by colliding this big airplane into this mountain. And as you can see, we are presented with the game over menu, and I will name the game Crash 1, and I'll press OK. And as you can see, the Crash 1 has been saved into the high scores database, so we had a score of 4 and it's named Crash 1. Now we'll start a new game, and I would like to discuss the save game feature. So I'm going to land a couple aircraft like this one, and I'm going to hit save game now in a second to see that the game saves. I'll just click, yeah, so let me just land these and let me click save game. And we had a score of 2, and remember that the mountain was near the top. Of course we can play that back, and as we can see, game 2 appears in the games database on the right hand side here. Now if we select this game 2 and we load the game, we can see that our score 3 has been loaded, and our mountain was also loaded in the spot that it was previously. Now I'll just take this helicopter here and land this small plane, and then show the functionalities. We can exit the game by clicking exit game, and it'll prompt us to save the high score, which was, I believe it was 5 just a second ago. We'll see in the database what it is. So if we click on the high scores button, we can see that our score was 5, and that was successful. Now just a couple things that I want to mention is that the quit game button will quit the game, and basically with every successful landing there's 1 point added to the score. And if the user misses a landing, then there's no score deducted. However, you want to try to avoid these because collisions are very easy in this case, and those are basically the rules of the game. And just as a last comment, I want to say that we personally think that the aircraft class of this project was the most fascinating and complex code in this project. When we started the development, we didn't like the laggy nature of the timer, and since our game was very dynamic with many moving items, we wanted to make the airplanes glide smoother. We did this by using a separate animation for every single aircraft, and every aircraft has an animation created from a poly-Bezier line segment, making the path animation significantly smoother. Of course, the fade animation when the airplanes land and the fade animation of the paths work similarly, just not as complex as the aircrafts themselves. And though the rotation is clearly not perfect, as you guys could tell, and it was kind of laggy, it was an incredibly hard task since the game items follow animated paths, and it was very difficult to calculate the real-time rotation angle amount since every second pass the airplane moved and the animation was further along the path, so the rotation was very hard to calculate. So we even had to create a modified double animation class to be able to execute the paths disappearing in unison with the aircraft animation and the rotation itself. And regardless of the rotation not being the best, we were very happy to get the rotation to work as well as we did, and are very satisfied with what we were able to accomplish. And this is the entirety of the game and the functionalities. It's actually quite a simple game, very fun in our opinion. We'd like to thank your attention and interest in our game. We had a great deal of fun developing, and we continue to fix the smaller bugs to this day because we have come to love the entire topic. We really hope that the game was interesting to you as it was to us, and have a wonderful have a wonderful day. And once again, thank you for your attention. Bye bye.